guys, sometimes negative can be a good thing. So I'm going to show you how I created this fun layout using some negative bits that I did on from a previous layout. So I did I'm going to show you what I cut out and what the negative spaces I'm going to use. So this is from the digital file from Let's Go Anywhere. It's $10. It matches the Let's Go Anywhere paper pack perfectly, and that is the catalog that just went live with Close to My Heart today. So I'm doing this for Christy's Beautiful Life. It is the 14th session, I guess you'd call it, and I'm super excited about this layout. It's a really cute layout. I'm going to show you the layout that I'm working on, and this isn't a true process video because I am not going to do every little thing. I am kind of I've done a lot of prep work, and hopefully I won't lose my pieces before I need to glue them down. I've done a lot of prep work, but I do want to show you what I did. So this is the sketch that I'm using, and I borrowed this idea from a gal who posted a picture on Christy's Beautiful Life, and I believe her last name was GM Barnes. So you should check out her layout. It's super cute. She used totally different colors than I am using, but she inspired me to use the little airplanes. So, and I did a lot of stamping on this because the stamps were so cute I had to have them. So the first thing I did was I had leftovers from this layout. And you know how I always gut my paper? Well, when I did this overlay, there's this perfectly sized sapphire from the Cricut. So when you take this off, then this is left. And instead of gutting my paper, I'm going to use something I would have definitely thrown away had it not been, had I not thought, well, I'm going to do this layout. Next, I want to be able to save myself some paper, and that way I don't have to gut it. Normally, this is kind of bendy, and I'm looking for my mess mat, but because I'm on film, of course, I cannot find it. So I would highly recommend when you go to glue this down to use the mess mat, because it's hard to get on, or if you have a narrow, thin-tipped, the Barely Art glue, which I'm scrapbooking away from home this weekend, so I don't have that with me. But in lieu of that, I'm just going to go ahead and use my Versamat, and I'm going to glue it very, very carefully. But before I do that, I want to show you how I prepared this, and I'm going to put that on last. Normally when you gut a paper, of course, it would be on the bottom, and then you trim the paper, but I'm just using this on a 12 by 12 French vanilla. So there's this really fun stamp set. So what I did first was, the first thing I did was, along with using the outside, I also used the negative space of these arrows, because in the sketch, remember the sketch called for a bunch of little arrows, and I thought, well, I had those left over, and I'd actually, Tiffany had put hers in a bag, and so I thought, I'm going to put mine in a bag too. So that's where we got the arrow idea, and so basically this was just from things that I was going to throw away anyway. So now I have this cool overlay that I will probably use later, and I have these cool arrows. So what I did first was I kind of laid out, I'm putting my 3 by 4, the sketch called for a 3.5 by 5.5, but I don't have any pictures that size, and so I just went ahead and did my 3 by 3s. So the first thing I did was I laid these out, and then I stamped them, and I kind of then I decided, well, I kind of like them a little bit more cockeyed. So what I normally do is I kind of lay things out, and then I adhere it down. So I stamped this cool little thing that Let's Go Anywhere. So I'm going to have to fussy with this a little bit because I want to be able to see that little airplane. but I don't want to cover up the words. So I'm going to have Let's Go Anywhere. And I'm going to kind of put this on here. And you will want to, oh, this is why I don't mess with things too much when I'm going to put this down. Well, should I go straight? You guys decide. Should I go straight? Yeah, I might go straight. I started off with a cockeyed look, but I think I'm going to go ahead and go straight. And I'm not loving that, so that's why we have airplanes. So I decided I didn't stamp that the way I wanted to, so I'll put something as an embellishment down there. You know, there are no mistakes, just opportunities to embellish. Anyway, while I fuss around with this, actually I could have it cover up and say, Let's Go. That works for me. And then I can get these straight. So then the next thing I did was I put down all my arrows. And I put those down, and then, well, actually, after I put my pictures down, I stamped this very large sentiment. It says, Let's Go Anywhere. And I'm going to show it to you. See how large it is? It's actually 2 inches by about 5. So it makes a great title. So on this is a stamp set that is available. I believe the thin cuts are sold out of this, but it is not, you could fussy cut this. This one isn't as easy as the other one. So I used 2 stamp sets. I used this one, and I also used this one. This one, the thin cut, is sold out as well, but it's only 2 hearts, and you could very easily do that. And you can see that this is what I used for one of the loop-de-doops over here. So anyway, those are the 2 stamp sets that I got. And they're in the catalog with the same, and I will list them down below. And I will list them with the thin cuts and without. If you go to order and you can't get them with the thin cuts, go ahead and you love them, then just go ahead and order them without the thin cuts. They're not super hard. The globe is very easy to cut out. The suitcase is easy to cut out. So anyway, that's my advice on that. I don't know if, since we are going out of business on April 30th, I don't know if I've heard that we're going to reorder these, but I'm not for sure. But if you message me, I will let you know as soon as I hear anything. Anyway, so I stamped the large title in Sapphire. Actually, I used a Stampin' Up! Ink. First time I've done that in probably 20 years. But anyway, so, and then I put the arrows down. And in this this one, that I'll Go Anywhere, so I also stamped the cute little airplanes because I saw the airplanes on the other girl's layout, and I thought I could totally do that. And so I stamped all of those, and then I took and so I'm going to show you how I put the arrows on, just so you'll know. So sometimes if they're small like this, I like to put things through the Xyron if I have a bunch of things, or if I'm trying to do it on screen, because I don't want my hands all gluey. And I'm just lining them up. I have the arrows in about 2 inches because remember, I'm putting this blue thing around. So I'm putting that on, and then I'm just taking my little brown Le Pen and I'm making just a little loop-de-doop till it goes to the back of the plane. Easy peasy. So this was a fast layout, and it was so fun. So I won't bore you by showing you how I'm going to glue this down. So I'm going to glue this down, and this layout is actually going to be, we're planning a trip with the whole family to Disney World with my cute little grandbabies. So this is the layout that's going to be for the airport. This way, so there are some advantages of doing your layouts before you actually take the trip, because then you know, okay, I want to get a picture of us in the airport, and I thought it would be so cute if you could have pictures of you departing or arriving. I'm also going to add this on I'm going to add this so that it overlaps, and I'll pop it up so I can slide the pictures under. So there's my layout for the first day of Christy's Beautiful Life. This is a 30-day challenge. It is a Facebook group. It's free. It is so much fun. So many people participate this. And there's lots of videos to watch. So pop on over there and see what the other people have done. And I will finish this up and post it and give you some still shots. The dimensions on this, normally I give you dimensions, but there's very little paper on here. There's 3 photo mats that are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And everything else came from the negative space. And so yeah, that I used toffee ink, sapphire paper, and French vanilla paper. So I can't wait to get started on tomorrow if I get really with it. I'm trying to do all 30 this year. I came so close last year, but I will try to do all 30 because I have a spring break this month, and we'll see if that happens. Anyway, check out Christy's Beautiful Life and join the challenge. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.